Oh, hi guys. How are you today? I know I haven't been making a video in an incredibly long time, and I apologize for that greatly. For I have been meaning to, but I just never got around to actually doing that. Anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about, I don't know, probably just a zombie apocalypse, because that's kind of what my current obsession right now is. My obsessions change slightly throughout the weeks or whatever day it is. I really don't know. But like one day I'll be like, oh, Star Trek's awesome. Then the next day I'll be like, oh, The Walking Dead is awesome, or Hunger Games is awesome, or what else? My brain died. Harry Potter is awesome. And I change back and forth constantly, and it's really weird. Anyways, so today I was going to talk to you about if what would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse. Well, for me, depending where I am, if I most likely considering I spend 5 days out of the week at school, I would probably be at school. Would you think? Would you disagree with me? No, probably not. So if I was at school, first I would round up my friends, if I can, possible, if it's possible. We normally have a meeting point actually for if there's a zombie apocalypse. Of course, this changes from time to time. Each time we talk about it changes, but I remember the last one that we talked about. The last one was either in the it was like a hidden room in school that nobody goes to, or in the gym, which I thought was a terrible idea, but oh, the gym, there's so many doors. I'm like, it's not a good idea. You don't really, I mean, I guess there's a lot of doors, a lot of possible ways to get out, but if people were smart enough in this school, when the zombie apocalypse hit and decided, remember, hey, there's a lot of doors in the gym, and they go in the gym and they're bit and whatever, and they turn to a zombie later on and they're still there, that is not going to be a good thing, right? So, I would go through. So wherever our meeting point is, we'll get all our friends, kind of wait for everything to die down, wait for the people to go. I know that means there's going to be more zombies, maybe, and then after that we go sneak into a science classroom. Science classroom's a really good place. You know why? Because um, there's my science teacher has a sledgehammer. They're not like a big, huge sledgehammer. It's not probably not. I don't even know what it's called. I guess it's really more of a hammer. It's kind of like it's the size of a hammer, but yet it has both flat. And I don't know what to call it, and I didn't even mean to call it sledgehammer, but I did. He has one of those. He has a lab full of chemicals. I mean, that has to be good for something. He also has I don't remember, but there's tons of things to use in there that will get you a little ways when there's not that many around. Second thing is you're gonna have to find out what senses zombies have left, whether they can see you or hear you or smell you or whatever. You know, like The Walking Dead zombies, they can hear you, and they can see you too, I think, but not as good as we can see, but they can see. I think they see better at night, and they can smell you. So that is not a very good thing. So you're gonna either want to try to cover up your scent, or I don't know, something like that to get out. Good idea, great idea, amazing idea, good for you. So you're gonna want to figure out what they can and cannot do, and how. Well, I guess you figure out how strong they are later on. Then you go and get to the science room, get stuff that they have in there that will be useful. You know, break some beakers, bomb the beakers or whatever. I don't know. There's knives. He has knives in there too. Maybe even the food classroom. I know my classroom has a cooking class. It's called food, so you can go there. Or my high school has a cooking class, and get some knives there. We have knives and forks. Forks would be helpful too. You might not be the best weapon in the world, and therefore you can go there and also get your silverware for surviving out in the zombie apocalypse. And then maybe the cafeteria. Cafeteria will probably have canned food. You're going to want to get some type of food because you don't know when you're going to be able to go and get food. Now, of course, this is all hypothesis as if it happened suddenly, or maybe, and if the zombie apocalypse hit suddenly and there was no controlling it and everything went chaotic within a few hours. So most likely, if there ever is a zombie apocalypse, either the government would just keep it a secret to the point, and then the only way we find out is it comes out into the public, and a lot of people, of course, get infected. Or I don't know. I had the other idea, but it just left my brain. So that's what I said. And then after that, you're going to want to get a car. Hey, there were teachers at the school, right? Not all of them could have possibly have left. Find a teacher. The teacher, I mean, like, hopefully it'll be one of your favorite teachers, because I'm kind of lame if not. And if they're alive, take them with you. If they're not, and they're a zombie, kill them to find their keys or go into the classroom. And, sorry, I just got a random thought in my mind. And, take their keys and turn the car, or find whichever car they have and leave. Or students, the seniors, juniors, some sophomores will most likely have cars. You can try buying their keys. If you know how to hotwire a car, you can hotwire. But no matter what way, you're going to want to go. You're not going to want to stay at the school for very long. Now, I know that normally if there's a natural disaster or something terrible's happened, schools and whatnot are the place to go to be safe, but I would not go and stay there, not unless I was forced to stay there, which is completely different. And then, most of the time, if it happens, you would think, go to the city, there'll be more people, there'll be protection, don't go to the cities, because all the zombies are going to go to the city because they know that a lot of people are going to be there. You're going to want to get to a low-populated area, so go to the countryside, that's what I say. Also, for other type of weapons, guns are very useful, but yet they make a lot of noise. So if zombies can hear you, you shoot a gun, all the ones that heard that gunshot are going to come towards you. And that means that one zombie that you're killing turns into thousands of them. And that is not good. Not at all. Trust me on that. So, if that fails, then I don't really know. That so your guns are useful, but only to a certain extent, and only should be used when you already have like 1,000 zombies at you, and you can't just go around hitting them in the head or whatever, and you're trapped. What I would say is find a samurai sword, or I think they're gonna call like a katana blade. I don't really know, and because they're quiet, they don't. It takes a lot for them to get dull, I think, and you know they're easy and lightweight. Don't have to worry about reloading. And also with guns, what are you gonna do when there's no more ammo? Then you just you got like a stick. It's not gonna be very useful. I mean, of course you can bash a zombie's head in, but you're not gonna really be able to kill them. Well, you can kill them. You're not gonna. It would take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and that would not be good. So that's why I don't really like guns. Crossbows, bow and arrows, quiet weapons, good for when there's like few of them, not a big deal. Knives, take a knife, get a really, really strong stick, get some duct tape, a lot of duct tape, and tape the knife to the stick. You got a spear right there. That is pretty good. And, you know, and I would say stay away from the populated area stores. Like, you know, like I kind of live not really in the country, but not in the city either, not in the suburbs. This place used to be the country, but it's kind of moving up now, moving into a pretty populated area. So I would not go to the shopping centers right around here because there are tons of people there. So I would go and go on a country road and go down to one of those rare, random supermarkets you see out in the middle of nowhere. That is where I would get my food from. Gas, you're also going to want to have gas too, so like find some extra gas containers or anything really. Try to get as much gas as you can before the electricity goes out, because once the electricity goes out, you're not going to be able to get any more. Well, you can, but it'll be a lot harder, and you probably have to siphon out of cars. That's also a good idea, too. But a lot of cars that are being parked on enough highways have ran out of gas, and that is why they're there. Either that or the people panicked or that was backed up and they decided they would walk there rather than sit in their car and just turn it off and wait for people to go. After, I don't know how long, when I really don't know. I only really planned for the beginning part of it. I really don't know how it would turn out if if that happens. I haven't planned that far ahead. I would say go to countries, low populated area, get variety of weapons and whatnots. Seeds to grow your own food if you think that the place you're going to be staying at will be a forever place, as in there's a really low chance of it being taken over. Be careful with that. I think it will also be good if we have if you can find a bookstore or something. I highly doubt there'll be that many people in a bookstore that decide to go there during a zombie apocalypse. You should be good. Go in there, find medical books, survival books, camping books, gardening books. I don't know, other types of useful things. And when you're in a group, if you're in a group, which I highly recommend it, not a big group, but like a small group, 10 people at the max, assign jobs of what they're supposed to do, and assign a schedule to the best of your abilities of who's going to keep watch, who's going to sleep, all that. And yeah, well, that's all I really have for you today. Most of this is just stuff that I've been coming up with at the top of my head, so hopefully you enjoy, and I hope you like the new scenery. This is my living room right now. My mom is not home, she's at work. My dad is not home because he's at work, and he should be home any minute now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off before he does. My sister's at work too. Yay for being the only high school student, and that also doesn't have to have a job. So, I will see you guys when I decide to make another video, which I will try my hardest to make videos when my mom or my dad's not here, so that way I can feel more easy talking really loud because I'm not hiding out in my room or anything. So, goodbye.